Hello everyone, this is Reshmi. Today I am going to discuss you about the methodology of econometrics. As we discussed earlier, there are 8 steps involved in this methodology. So I will tell you all the steps with an example. Suppose you want to study about the consumption behavior of students in our college during this pandemic, right? So first thing you can do is you have to review certain studies relating to the consumption behavior. So after reviewing the studies relating to consumption behavior, you will find out the theories involved in these studies. As we know, there are a number of studies regarding this consumption behavior, and there are theories relating to consumption behavior like Keynesian consumption theory, relative income hypothesis, permanent income hypothesis, and so on. So here I would say the Keynesian theory of consumption behavior is most suitable for this particular research problem because Keynes says that consumption is a function of income, and there are also subjective factors associated with the a consumption decision of a person, right? So the first thing you can do is you can pick an appropriate theory for your research problem. Here it is consumption function theory or Keynesian consumption function. So you can state the theory first. That is the first step, statement of theory or hypothesis. And here you can see Keynes postulated that the marginal propensity to consume, that is the rate of change of consumption for a unit change in income, which is always greater than 0 and less than 1. That means MPC is always a positive value. So this is the first step that you can do. And the second step, which is a specification of mathematical model of consumption. Here we are taking tools from mathematics, right? Because in a mathematical modeling, we are describing a set of relationship with mathematical concepts and mathematical language. And here we are using the mathematical language that is in an equation form. You can see the relationship between consumption and income has been represented in a mathematical equation, that is y is a function of income, that is consumption is a function of income. Here y is consumption and x is income, and here it states that y is equal to beta 1 plus beta 2 x. Okay, so it is purely depends upon income. Consumption is purely depends upon income. That's what the mathematical formula says us. And here beta 2 is MPC because it measures the rate of change of consumption in relation with change in income. So here beta 2 is MPC and beta 1, that is intercept. I can show you the graphical representation. Here x is income is measured on the x-axis and consumption expenditure is measured on the y-axis, and the consumption income relationship has been plotted on the positive slope curve, linear curve. And here you can see the slope always measures the rate of change between these two variables, consumption and income. So here beta 2 is MPC because it is the slope, and here beta 1 is the intercept. Intercept is beta 1. That means autonomous consumption. At 0 level of income also you are going to consume. That's why the line starts from this point. Otherwise it starts from the origin, right? Got the idea? So here this consumption income relationship has been plotted in a mathematical formula. And here beta 1 and beta 2 are constant, which is known as parameters. The deeper meaning of parameter I will discuss it in later classes. and here you just remember this formula. Okay, so here one thing you have to note down here, mathematical relationship or mathematics always shows exact relationship, right? That means 2 plus 5 is equal to 7. There is no other answer. 2 plus 5 is equal to 7. Always it is 7. So it shows exact relationship. But in human relationship or economic relationship, we cannot see an exact relationship. There are n number of factors are responsible for this consumption. Not only income, there are n number of factors associated with the consumption decision, especially during this pandemic. Right? So we need another model suitable for our analysis, that is specification of econometric model of consumption. Here you can see other factors responsible for consumptions are also included in this model. U, all right. So y is a function of x, and we are going to represent it in an econometric model. The speciality of econometric model is we are incorporating all other factors responsible for consumption in one term, that is u, the error term or the random variable. We are including this random variable into this model. So y is equal to beta 1 plus beta 2x plus u. So that is the speciality of econometric model. In mathematical model, you can see the exact relationship. You cannot represent the other variable which can affect consumption behavior, right? It is a quantitative analysis. You can always represent quantitative analysis in mathematical model. But in econometric model, there are some other qualitative variables and number of other factors are responsible for the consumption decision. That's why we included one another term, that is error term, right?